Another day, another set of opportunities. And today, on this girl, sorry for the angle, but I'm short and she's like super tall. I'm like 5'7" and the stack is literally on my collarbones. So, anyway, and I meant the cooling stack. Today we're gonna be relocating the batteries. I'm gonna take this girl and that girl over there, and I'm gonna place it all the way in my toolbox. Both of them. I have sunshine in my pocket. But besides that, I have, let me see where they are. Well, I have Boost Cooler, the water methanol injection experts. I have one of those. And then I have, let me dig it out for you fellas. Ugh, heavy. Hold your horses, please. Sorry for the transition. I have two of these. I have two onboard air with gauges and everything. So we'll need to make the space first so I can do that. But I need to clear all that, and then we're gonna put that compressor on an unmountable base inside the toolbox as well. Now this battery right here is gonna be one of the batteries that is gonna go in the bed. Or should I just switch it over again? Hold on. There you go. Right there. She has very good capacity, very good cranking amp. So I eventually get another one of those, and have that. I will have two of them strapped in the bed of the truck. I have two out. I think that's what he told me. Yep. Well, sorry, it's not gonna be like on bright color letters. 2 flakes, a welding cable. Very good stuff. Very fine fibers. Oil corrosive, vibration resistant. This sucker even smells good. So we have that. And I was just gonna get some regular auto parts terminals, but then I'm like, why? So I just got some of these Lenco ring terminals, and these things are, I mean, they're thick. You can see the material is not a thin material. So that's what we're getting. Also have, this intercooler is an intercooler that went on one of my prior videos, when I did the intercooler install on my truck. It used to have 2 cooling fans, and it used to go underneath my truck, right underneath the bumper, bunch of stuff. But that's years and years ago. So now let me go get a measuring tape. If I can find it, because I'm always like, where is the measuring tape? And I was the last one touching it. Well, fine. This guy has a core of 23.5, call it 24 if you must, by 11.5 by 2 3/4 or so, whatever. Now this guy over here, this is the guy that we're gonna be installing, and you guys can kind of see the difference on it. This guy has 38 by 18 and 5/8, and it's thin though, which is good because you want to have a lot of airflow through it. You don't want to have to slow down a lot of air. And it's like 1 3/4. with an inlet and an outlet of, let's check this out real quick, 2 3/4. So that worked out good. I'm gonna be using some of this piping. I have plenty of piping that I'm gonna be using, and I'm gonna be using metal pipe. I'm not gonna use aluminum. I'm not gonna waste my time with it. Diesel applications, seen them made out of metal all the time. 6.0s, 7.3s, tow trucks, you see them, and you use them because of the harsh environment, vibration, and rubbing against stuff. Aluminum piping is really not that good for. I mean, Cummins use them steel. Most manufacturers with diesel trucks use them out of steel. So that's what I'm going to be using. Anyway, thank you all for continuing watching. Now I'll make another series. Hopefully on this one we won't lose the audio. Thank you all very much. When you hear the ambulances, pray for your brothers and sisters and for the people serving us. They're doing a lot of dangerous work, especially now that we're going with the virus. This is 2020 and, well, we all know what's going on. So let's pray for them. Thank you very much. Sorry for the weird transition again. My phone is just doing stuff today. Or the web, I don't know. The government. I'm gonna use this one that I have for my starter. This is auto gauge or 0 gauge. It's actually 0 gauge, and I'm gonna use this one to do it from my engine to my chassis, and then I'm gonna be running I'm gonna run auto for my alternator, because it's no way that I'm gonna run. No, I'm not gonna run that anymore. And then I'm gonna run this guy over here. I'll be doing nicer wiring than what the factory has. I gotta make sure, and I wanna make sure that it's so good. So anyway, I'm gonna get to it. Just in case I didn't, because once I start doing this stuff, it's not going back. These are my. Let's go back inside. Let me take you guys inside. This is the oil product that I have. So this is auto welding cable, and then I got terminals in here, shiny, and I got some more. So that's what we're gonna be running between the batteries back and forth. That's what we will use, and we're running along the frame. We'll run one all the way straight from the battery to the starter, and from the starter to the alternator, and then we'll run a ground straight from the batteries to the engine ground on the side of the block. And then once that is run, then we start doing all the wiring and all the other things on the engine bay. But that way they will be coming straight from the back of the toolbox. And these are the the intercoolers that I'm gonna be trying on. I really want to put this guy in here because that's like way more efficient. But if not, I mean, I'll be installing that guy. I tested that guy before on my truck, and it's about, seriously, almost 100 degrees difference. So if this guy seems that I'm gonna end up butchering my truck too much, then I just run the guy. Alright, after cleaning years of paper towels and screws falling into the toolbox, we get batteries in here. I know, aluminum shavings out. It will be vacuumed, don't worry about it. It will be good. A hole right through the toolbox, and this is the way that I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna run this girl just straight out of the back of the toolbox. I'm gonna insulate it, put it on the sleeving, go straight down, go through the frame, and just go through the frame, go into the starter, and from the starter to the alternator. GM has done that over the years, like I don't even know how many times, to be honest, because they've done it so many times. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna do it like that, and then I run my grounds and stuff. Why am I running my toolbox? You know, again, onboard air, and I want to have my compressors in there and stuff. I really wanted to get a utility bed so bad, so bad. But man, look at that bed. I mean, yeah, it has a dent, but it's just still gorgeous. You know, she's just beautiful. So that's what I'm gonna be running. And I didn't have the heart to make a hole in the bed and run the cable through the bottom of the bed or through the side. This truck is a spotless. She has no rust intrusion on uh, on the bed or anything. I mean, look at that. So I'm not about to over here, you know, mud and junk like that. But I mean, as far as the eye can see over there is no rust. And I look around, and she has no rust, no rust. All that is mud, but no rust. So I'm like, nah, I'd rather worst case scenario fry a PCM, a TCM, heck, than have my truck starting to collect rust. Cause she's not a rusty truck, and I'm not about to make her one. So now, anyway, let me make sure this audio over here is not getting recorded, because otherwise it's gonna be bad news bears. So that's what I'm gonna run it through. It's gonna go down. Trust me, it's gonna be okay. It's all gonna get sleeved and strapped and tied, and so it doesn't pull, it doesn't move, or all kind of stuff. So that's what's gonna happen. That's how it's gonna go. And I'll make another video once the terminals and stuff like that are starting to get attached, and where things are gonna go, and so on and so on. Alright, God bless you. Alright, so from underneath the truck, looking at the frame, here comes the cable, and here goes the cable. Now of course this is not how it's gonna stay. This is just to run it and get an idea what we're gonna do and how we're gonna do it. So it's gonna come underneath the frame on top of this really nice old school super strong bracket that also has bolts on the other side, because they won't do that no more, because that takes flavor. Nowadays they just weld them in there and call them a day. I already have a ring terminal on one of these. I like using a lot the hydraulic creeper, because it leaves them like that, so they look really good. This is my tool right here. I think I paid like $70 for this thing in like Amazon, and it has like different dies for different cable sizes, but they always have the same finish. It's really clean, and that sucker will not come out. And like if you're working on top of a delicate surface, like I don't know, whatever is delicate, top of a battery or a radiator, and you don't have a place to like bang it with a hammer or whatever, you can use this sucker right here. Alright, I'm gonna keep on going. Alrighty, so now underneath, the cables have been run again the same way. They're wibbly and wabby. I'm using the same holes that the frame has, because there's no way somebody can pay me to make new holes on my frame. Same reason that I don't want to make holes on the bed of the truck. So that being said, I'm gonna go over here. I run them inside frame. That's sleeve protecting for the cable. This is my starter, which is literally just gonna go. It's gonna go up, and it's gonna make a nice curve, and it's gonna go into the starter, and it has plenty of room to be stretched for the massive amount of torque that this thing has. Psych. Anywho, so now over here This is the ground, and it goes through here, and I'm running the same thing. Where did I get grease from? Well, at least you guys can tell that it gets grease. So it's gonna go here. She's gonna go over my custom bracket. She's gonna go right there, and I'm going to go over right here, place right there, and then the cable is just gonna turn around and ground to the body of the motor, and then I'll run the rest of the wiring and all that good stuff, and it should be fairly simple, I hope. And I'll continue running the rest of the grounds and everything else. I'll clean that other side probably later on. So far I'm just gonna go ahead and finish running the stuff over here, and then one day I go back there and think about what I'm gonna do about the relays for the fog lights and the fuses and everything. So I'll do that. For now I'm just gonna go ahead and take care of these, and I gotta make a wire still from the starter to the alternator, and have the wire and run my grounds and stuff like that, because I still have to go back there and type my batteries and do terminals and everything back there, and it's getting late. Thank you all very much. I'm over here talking to myself and I haven't even clicked play. So, alright, so I got both grounds. I got one going from the bottom of on the block to the frame, and then I got the one that comes from the battery going to the bracket that goes to the alternator. So those two are good, and then I have they're all fully sleeved, and I could have used heat shrink at the end, but it doesn't tight enough on these. I just don't like it for these what I'm doing right now. But they're all pretty good. They're not gonna go anywhere. They're not gonna move. They're protected from the heat and the sterile environment of a diesel truck. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one and put some tape on that one as well, and rebend the tab and make it look nicer and keep it clean. And then I'll be running the one that goes from the alternator to the starter, so I can go ahead and finish my batteries. Thank you all. Good morning, my friends. Today is tomorrow, and we'll drove the truck home yesterday. I'll take you guys around and kind of look at the final product of the battery relocation and stuff. I just want to show you guys this real quick. You see my battery voltage? Before it used to be just barely, like, okay, let's call it right at 14. And now I have way over 14. I think this sucker is like almost 15 volts. And she cranks really fast. I mean, really fast. It almost sounds like a gas truck. You barely tap the key, and she cranks like right up. Even when she's cold. That was like the immediate thing that I noticed when I did this. Now it doesn't mean because the batteries are relocated. It means because it has a proper gauge. Because the motor is properly grounded on the head and grounded at the block, and it has plenty of juice. It has plenty of juice going, and it's working the way that it should have. So that's the way that it should have been. Sorry for just the video of the cluster right now, but I just made it to the shop and my helper has music on and I don't want to be copyrighted. Well, I hope you all have a great day. I'll make another video later on. God bless you all. Alright, so this is the final setup at the toolbox. I'm gonna let you guys look at it. I'm very tired. Whoa, and I almost got swallowed by the toolbox. Anyway, so there is my divider. I'm probably gonna hear that it's wood and you shouldn't. It's fine. It's fine. The terminals are far from it, and the whole purpose of this is just to keep all that from being here. So that being said, a lot of crimping, a lot of cutting yesterday. A lot of it. and I still have to clamp my wires over here. And I'm gonna guys show you, friends, what the engine bay looks like. So it's not. Oh, hold on. Alright, here we go. So no, of course, no batteries, obviously. But this is what she looks like. Plenty of space for anything now. I'm going to see if I really want to do the turbo right now, because I can do that today. And just have that other turbo here. So I'll be doing that. I'll probably take some measurements and see what I need and everything, and go from there. So, alright, well, this is the end of that. Oh, so yeah, pretty much here from the alternator, I got a wire going here, you know, the crossover, and I tied it up into that, and that saved me, I don't know, hours of headaches, because it's pretty much tied up to where it was, and it's out of the way and everything, so it's so clear.